Hey guys, it's Alyssa and I'm back with another video. Today I am going to be sharing what I sold in the month of July. Believe it or not, we are already in August, which is honestly crazy to think about. At the beginning of every month, I always share how I did in sales and what I sold the month previously. Now, I do want to just say this is something that I feel like it's okay for me to share this because I do feel like I have a personal connection with the people that do follow me here on YouTube. But I also know that sometimes people can get a little bit, I guess uptight when it comes to sharing sales and things like that. So I try to be as open and transparent as possible when it comes to how my small business is doing. This is something I do part-time. It is a hobby for me, a creative outlet for me. So unfortunately, I'm not able to put a lot of time into it, which diminishes the return that I'm able to get. I only do one drop per month, which is on the first Tuesday of every month, and I don't drop a lot of new items just because I don't have a lot of time to go outsourcing. I would love to be able to go outsourcing every single week, all the time. But in reality, I have a full-time job. I have other things that I'm involved in. And so it's really hard for me to find that time to go outsourcing in a very, productive way where I'm actually getting a return on my investment. So I don't get to do that very often. And I usually plan out when I do go sourcing, whether it's thrifting or going to antique stores or even sourcing online sometimes. So I just kind of wanted to preface that, especially if you are newer to my YouTube channel or newer to my shop. I've had a lot of new subscribers subscribe recently, which thank you so much for coming in and joining me on my small business journey. But I did want to share that because for me, a month that is, successful might be something that looks awful for another shop. Don't compare yourself to me, but in no way am I saying I'm very successful and the best person to look up to when it comes to creating a small business for vintage home decor. This is, again, a side hobby. It's a creative outlet for me. Side hobby, side hustle, hobby, creative outlet for me. I do really enjoy doing it and would love for it to be something that would be a full-time job. But at this point, that's obviously not realistic. But yeah, I just wanted to share that information before I break down what sold in the month of July. This is not my full-time job, and what I view as a success might be seen as a failure to other people or other shops that put a lot more time and effort into what they're doing. For me, I only get to work on my shop maybe 2 to 5 hours per week, depending on what my week looks like. So that gives a little bit of perspective on, how well I'm able to do with it. I still have a very small following on social media, which is mainly where I would say my sales come from, and also like Etsy search engine results and things like that. So I don't have the biggest following to pull from when it comes to, hey, I just dropped all of these items, go sell them out, That doesn't happen for me yet. I would love to be able to get to that point, but it hasn't happened yet. So with that being said, I felt like July was a really, really good month for me. Not my best month for 2024. My best month for 2024 was May, when I made 5 sales, and I was super happy with that, very pleased with that. And again, for some shops, you may be like, 5 sales, that's nothing. But for me, that's a pretty good month. So I was really happy to see 5 sales. For the month of July, I got 4 sales. And again, that's not terrible, but it's not like what I would want to reach to. My goal for each month is to try and reach 5 sales, but if I don't reach that goal, again, it's not the end of the world. I think I shared that same information when I did what sold in June, which was a slower month for me. So I was happy to kind of pick back up a little bit more in July. And with what's going to be dropping in August, I'm really hoping to reach that 5 sale goal in August, if not exceed it. Anyways, let's talk about what sold in July. So the first thing that sold, which I thought was really funny, was actually a set of Halloween ornaments, and these sold on Mercari for $12. And I thought it was super cool that these sold because they sold literally on July 5th. And I kept seeing all of these TikToks and Instagram reels about other small businesses sharing how for small businesses, fall really starts on July 5th. And that hit home for me because I sold these on July 5th. So these were one of the last things I had from my spooky drop that I did last October, and I was really happy to see them go. I honestly forgot that they were still listed on my Mercari, and it ended up selling. The next item that sold was a stoneware planter, and this was from my latest drop for the month of July, which was my blue themed drop. And this planter, or could even be used as a pet bowl, was really, really beautiful and was like concrete stoneware, very heavy, really, really cool. That sold for $29.99. And the next thing that sold was a green glass vase, and this sold on my Facebook page actually, because I did a flash sale where I posted some items on my Facebook and Instagram story that were items that are on my Etsy page, but I had a discount on them if you purchase them through my DMs. So someone did that and they bought this vase for $10, and this was just a really, really pretty glass, like crystal glass vase, but it had like a green yellow tint to it. It was honestly very unique. I'd never seen anything like it, so really, really cool. And it was actually an item that I got for free, so made 100% profit on that. As I've shared, you really can't beat that. So I always love it when I can sell something for free. The next thing was also something that I got for free, and is the last thing I sold for the month of July, and that was this Fenton milk glass shoe. Now this shoe actually typically comes with a lid. The lid was missing, but someone still purchased that, and they purchased that for $9.99. So it was a little bit of a smaller or less expensive price than what normally I would try and sell like Fenton hobnail for, but because it was missing the lid, I didn't feel like I could really upcharge people for that. So again, made full 100% profit on that, but that was the last thing that sold for me in the month of July. I'm sorry that I kind of rambled on at the beginning of the video. I just really wanted to explain kind of why I share what I share and why I feel comfortable sharing it, because I'm sure some people are like, why is she sharing it if she's not making that many sales? For me, it's not about that. This is a creative thing for me. So if I get one sale, I'm super happy. It's growth, and I will take that. So I don't really judge or care about how great or amazing I'm doing, because again, I don't really compare myself to other shops that are doing super, super well. Do I see their success? Yes, but I celebrate their success. I don't become jealous of it. And I think that's how all small businesses should be. We should support one another and definitely not compare, because comparison is the thief of joy. So don't let it ruin your day. Well, again, that is what sold in the month of July. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these videos, I try and post a new video every single Monday about my small business journey and everything. So make sure and subscribe. Also, again, my drops that I do for my Etsy shop are always on the first Tuesday of every single month. So my fall theme drop called Falling For You is coming out tomorrow, and it'll be dropping at 8 p.m. Eastern time on my Etsy shop. I am literally so excited for this drop because I've been planning it for so long. The items are blowing me away. They're so beautiful. The photography turned out so well. I absolutely was obsessed with the photo shoot that I did for it. And yeah, I cannot wait for this drop. So make sure and follow my Instagram, Facebook, wherever. I'll also be posting on here when the items do drop, but make sure and check it out because it's filled with so many great goodies, and I cannot wait to share all of that tomorrow at 8 p.m. Again, make sure and subscribe and like this video, and I will catch you all next time. Bye.